Okay, so I have my slide. I'm gonna go to Insert, Image. I'm gonna upload it from the computer. I'm gonna upload, open. Right, so now I have my image here. So the first thing I want to do is crop this image. So I don't want all of this to be in there. So I'm gonna double click on it, and then you'll see that these kind of black and white bars appear. So if I have the arrow, that means I'm pulling that one. So I can drag all the way up to here, and it's going to crop my image. I'm going to do it with this, and I'll leave it right there. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, this next part. So now I can also do adjustments to it. So I'm going to double click, I'm going to right click actually, and then I can go to Format Options, and I have this menu of all these things that I can do. So I can adjust the size manually, and I can rotate it. So for example, I could do 90-degree rotations if I want it that way. You could also flip it horizontally. You can flip it vertically. Position is not really relevant here, but recolor is. So if you want to make it, for example, black and white, you can do it with one of these presets. There are lots of different colors you could do. You could do blues. I'm going to do this black and white. Next is adjustments. So you can adjust, for example, the transparency of the image. You can adjust the brightness. So maybe I want it to be brighter. I want it to be really dark. And then the contrast. So kind of the difference between the whitest white and the blackest black. So I can make it really, really high, or I can reduce it a little bit. I like that one. Drop shadow, again, is not really relevant here. It kind of does like a shadow around it, but probably don't need that one. And then reflection. So this one is an interesting one. It kind of does a reflection for you. You can make it kind of more transparent, less transparent. You can make the distance farther. You can change the size of it. So that's kind of one way to do reflections. But you can't necessarily control it, so it's the whole image. So the other way to make a reflection, I'm gonna make no reflection. The other way to do a reflection, for example, is to just copy paste and make a copy of the image, then position it exactly where you want it, and then we can go back to that size and rotation and flip it. So now I have my own kind of doubled image. That is it. I can also kind of select both of these and rotate them together